Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Alyssa and I do put out big videos in English and Spanish. And today's video is actually 2 of my latest LGBTQ reads. And why am I putting this video out now? Because June is Pride Month. That is right. So I said, what a better time to put out this video. So before moving on, I'd like to invite you guys to subscribe, to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you'll be notified when I put out book videos, and to hit the like button if you like the video, as well as following me on all my social medias, which will be linked down below. Also, I'd like to thank the authors for sending me the advanced reading copies that I am about to show you. So the first book and the latest read actually is The Princess and the Evil Queen. The Princess and the Evil Queen is a retelling of Snow White in a queer way. So by that I mean we have Harlow, which is the evil queen, and we have Snow White, who is married to Charles, who is the prince that saved her from the tower at the castle where Harlow was queen, or is queen, to say. So Harlow and Snow White and Charles have been going at it for a long time. They've been fighting and they've had this battle forever. They've been going on back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, to a point where Snow White has had it. She's tired. She's not willing to fight anymore. She doesn't want to continue this revenge and this, I guess, grudge holding, and she just wants to put a stop to it. So one day, Charles, Snow White, and Harlow bump into each other, and Snow White goes ahead and tells Harlow that she wants to stop this, that she wants to put an end to this war that has been going on between them for so long, and she wants to actually make peace because she's done. She's so tired of it. So Harlow, to this, sees an opportunity, and she makes a proposal to Snow White where she tells her, okay, come with me to my palace, be my servant for a moon cycle. To which Charles is like, no, she's not going to do that. She's not going to fall into those orders or accept the truth. Surprisingly, Snow White says, yes, I will do it. I will come to you and I will be your slave and I will serve you for moonlight's time. And so this happens, and Snow White goes back to the palace, to the one she was rescued from, and she's giving free rein to roam around the palace however she likes, to go to her room and to visit every corner of the palace without any restrictions. To which Snow starts to get emotional, she starts to get attached, she starts to remember, she starts to play back the memories of when she lived there and how happy she was despite being locked in a tower. And she starts to build this connection with this connection that she had lost ever since Prince Charles rescued her. Aside from building this connection and these feelings, these special feelings towards the palace again, she engages with Harlow in a very intimate relationship. Many of the noblemen and many of the people that are outside the palace think that she's under a spell. That Harlow has made her magic and has captivated her by putting her under a spell, and thus why she's not with Charles. However, they don't know of this relationship that they've both established. Why don't they know about this? Because nobody said anything, and because back then, so in the setting of this story, if you were declared as gay, or if you were openly homosexual, or if you were openly bisexual, or whatever sexual orientation that was not straight, a man and a woman, you would probably have really bad consequences, and thus the secret. Anyhow, to not make this longer, we are painted a very, very vivid image by the author. This is actually my favorite part of the book. My favorite part of the book is just the retelling of the fairy tale. I, for once, was not really much of a fairy tale person. I never really much liked fairy tales, but that's a whole other story. But I love the retelling of the fairy tale. I love the diversity that it has, the point of view, the opinion that it has, and I like how it gives it a different perspective. All in all, I'm not gonna I don't want to spoil you the book, but I will tell you that I really enjoyed this book, that I really hope that Lola Andrews and more authors put out books like this, because they definitely make a change. They definitely affect change in a population, and they definitely affect change in readers. I just wish we had more stories like this where we could see the inclusivity, and we could see different points of views, and we could see a fairy tale that we've grown up with told in a different perspective. So thank you, Lola Andrews, for this copy. I really enjoyed this book, and I highly recommend that you get this book. It is available on Amazon, and you can connect with Lola Andrews via her website. The next story is Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina Mae Safi, and this is actually Amina Mae Safi's second book. This book is not out yet. It comes out next month on the 11th. So you can now pre-order the copy from Amazon or any indie bookstore that you visit or that you shop at. This book is actually starts out with two girls are the protagonists. We have Rachel Red and we have Sana Khan. Khan is a daughter of a single mother who is very well known, worked her way up in the film industry. And Sana is at university. She's just had an interview with one of the directors that is responsible for an internship that Sana wants to do. She wants to go to med school, and so this internship is based in India. However, when Sana gets this interview, she basically opens up herself and she tells the interviewer everything that she hasn't told anybody else. And she tells her that she's not sure if this is what she wants to do. She doesn't feel sure if she wants to wake up every morning and help a patient, if she wants to care for them, if she wants to give them strength to keep on going and to keep on living. And then on the other side we have Rachel. Rachel is actually a middle-class girl who is also in her last year of university. She's working on her senior project. She is applying for a scholarship at NYU, and while applying to the scholarship at NYU, she's struggling to get her final project out. Why? Because nothing goes as planned. She's been told that her project is not really something soluble, something that can be good in the eyes of the critics that are going to be seeing this submission. So what happens next? We have both Sana and Rachel, who are both walking opposite directions in the campus and minding their own business, kind of in their own head, and suddenly they bump into each other. And of course Rachel is carrying this full-on film equipment, this full-on video equipment, and she goes tumbling down. And as a result, Sana is very, very embarrassed. She's embarrassed, she feels guilty, she feels bad, she feels just so bad. She's blushing so hard because she just bumped into Rachel, and on top of that, her equipment might be damaged. When Sana apologizes to Rachel, Rachel is not having any of it. She's like, no, I'm fine, don't talk to me, just leave me alone. You can't fix this, and it's my own thing that I have to deal with because you're not going to do anything. Basically, what happens is that upon Rachel explaining to her mentor what has happened with the equipment and where her jewelry is kind of going, she is ordered by her mentor to cast Sana as her main character in the project. To which she said no. She automatically negates it. She's like, no, I'm not doing it. This is not what I want to do. This is there's no way this is happening. Time is running, and Rachel is on a deadline. She has to turn in the project. Sana has to make up her mind of whether what she wants to do is the right thing or whether she just doesn't want to pursue that career anymore. And they finally get to work together. They finally have to find a way to work together and to get along. The reason why they don't get along is because they have a past. They have a past to where Sana once asked Rachel out and Rachel denied her and said no. Whether this is going to happen, whether they're going to develop a relationship or not, is yet to be found out. Whether this is a Rory Gilmore and Paris retelling or not, because that's how the author described it. She described it as a Rory and Paris relationship if they were homosexual in Gilmore Girls. If you have not watched Gilmore Girls, I don't know what I'm doing talking to you. I'm kidding, no I'm kidding. Anyways, what I enjoyed about this book was how the author really encompasses and develops an interracial relationship. The Indian girl with the Mexican girl, and how the clash of cultures is very full on descriptive. So yeah, I really recommend this book. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any recommendations of more LGBTQ reads, please let me know. Please send them my way. If you're not following me on my social media, please do so. They will be linked down below, as well as hit the subscribe button, the like button, and let me know what you want to see. Also, if I don't put out a video or another video soon, happy Pride Month. Let's advocate for inclusivity. Let's advocate for love, because love and kindness is the best thing that we can give to the world, because everybody needs kindness, everybody needs love, everybody deserves to have the privilege to love who they want to love, when they want to love them, however they want to love them, without being afraid of being stigmatized or being bullied on or being hurt just because they love someone, because love is the best thing that we have in the world. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.